The greatest golfer alive just became a billionaire without playing golf. On December 30th, 2025, Tiger Woods turned 50 years old. And while everyone was saying his career was over, something shocking happened. In 2025, his PGA Tour prize money was basically zero. He missed cuts. He withdrew. He barely played golf, yet his net worth jumped past $1.3 billion, and he made $55 million in cash that year alone. How is that even possible? Because Tiger Woods isn't just a golfer anymore. He's something completely different. This is a man held together by titanium and surgeries, 5 back surgeries, 5 knee surgeries, a car crash that nearly took his leg. He can barely walk anymore, but he's never been richer. So what's really going on? In this video, you'll see the complete truth about Tiger Woods at 50, the money, the empire, the transformation nobody saw coming. Let's get into it. So the story starts with a simple question. How did Tiger make $55 million in 2025 without winning anything? For decades, Tiger's income was simple. You shoot the lowest score, you get the check. But the Tiger Woods of 2025 relies on something different: gravity. He is so massive that money falls into his orbit simply because he exists. The PGA Tour created the Player Impact Program. It pays Tiger millions based on Google searches and social media engagement. They pay him for being famous. When Tiger stays home, TV ratings crash by 40%. So they created a system to compensate him. In 2025, Tiger remained the most Googled golfer on earth, collecting passive income while other players sweat to pay their bills. Tiger also collects appearance fees. For a single day, his fee is over $5 million. Other golfers beat 144 players over 4 days to win $3 million. Tiger flies in, hits balls for 2 hours, and leaves with double that. He trades access for fortunes, but this wasn't his biggest financial move. That belongs to walking away from Nike after 27 years. What Tiger built from that breakup is now worth hundreds of millions. In January 2024, the sports world stopped. Tiger Woods and Nike split after 27 years. That partnership had paid him nearly $500 million over 3 decades. Analysts said he should sign a legacy deal like Michael Jordan, a lifetime contract with guaranteed income. But Tiger didn't want a salary. He wanted equity. At 48 years old, with a body held together by surgical hardware, he chose the high-risk path. He launched Sunday Red, his own apparel brand, but he didn't position it as sports gear. He positioned it as luxury lifestyle, targeting 50-year-old executives who grew up idolizing him. In 2025, Sunday Red opened flagship stores in Las Vegas, Tokyo, and Seoul. Here's the key difference. When you buy a Nike shirt, Tiger gets a royalty. When you buy a Sunday Red shirt, the profit flows to a company he controls. The early mockery of the logo and $120 price tags has disappeared. Sunday Red is now worth hundreds of millions. If he ever sells it, the windfall could rival his entire career earnings. But apparel is just one piece. Tiger's most ambitious venture doesn't involve clothing at all. It's a tech league that looks like golf but sounds like the NBA. If you turned on ESPN in 2025, you saw something strange. Bright lights, a massive indoor arena, a shot clock. This is the TGL, the Tech Golf League. Tiger didn't just invest in it. He co-founded TMRW Sports with Rory McIlroy. To purists, it's arcade golf. But Tiger cares about one thing: the valuation. The TGL solves a critical problem: walking. Tiger cannot walk 72 holes anymore without severe pain. By the back nine, he's dragging his leg through agony. The TGL requires zero walking. It's played in a studio. He hits a shot, trash talks, and hits another. In 2025, TMRW Sports hit a valuation of $500 million. Every time a billionaire buys a team, Tiger's equity increases. He's no longer just the talent, he's the house. Tiger couldn't fix his body, so he engineered a format that works for his disability and monetized it to $500 million. But the TGL doesn't change what happens on the main tour. To understand that, you have to see the trauma his body has absorbed. When we look at Tiger at 50, we see a medical marvel, held together by titanium and stubbornness. 5 back surgeries, including a spinal fusion. 5 knee surgeries, then the car crash. In 2021, Tiger drove off a cliff at 85 miles per hour. The impact shattered his right leg. Doctors considered amputation. He kept the leg, but lost the ankle. In 2023, they locked the joint completely. Imagine swinging at 120 miles per hour on an ankle that cannot rotate. Impossible. Yet Tiger does it. He travels with physiotherapists and a hyperbaric oxygen chamber. In 2025, the limp was undeniable. By the back nine, he drags the leg through pain. He's never been wealthier, but never more trapped. His hands haven't aged. His body can't carry him anymore. Tiger's body is a prison, but that prison sits inside one of Earth's most luxurious fortresses. What he built on Jupiter Island proves it. To understand the scale of Tiger's life, look at where he hides. Jupiter Island, Florida, the most exclusive zip code in America. His custom compound is valued between $80 million and $95 million. It stretches from the intracoastal to the Atlantic Ocean. The property includes a 4-hole practice facility. He can simulate any shot in golf without leaving his house. For someone whose body needs constant medical attention, this compound is freedom. No cameras, no fans, no scrutiny. A self-contained world designed for a man who has everything except normal movement. But here's what's parked out back. Privacy. A 155-foot mega yacht worth $20 million. It has a gym, jacuzzi, scuba chamber, and sleeps 21 people. Tiger used it as his personal hotel at major championships, docking nearby to escape the cameras. But this lifestyle has a massive burn rate. Property taxes, the yacht's $2 million annual cost, fuel for his Gulfstream G550, security and medical staff salaries. Tiger spends roughly $15 million per year just to maintain this life. He needs constant cash flow. But recently, the walls of his fortress have been breached. A new name emerged in late 2025, and it placed Tiger in an entirely different kind of spotlight. Tiger Woods has always operated like a mafia don with his inner circle. If you leak, you are dead to him. Permanently excommunicated. After the 2009 scandals, he purged his life completely. His circle stayed tiny for over a decade. But in late 2025, a new name emerged. Vanessa Trump, the ex-wife of Donald Trump Jr. This sent shockwaves through tabloids and society pages. For his entire career, Tiger avoided politics with surgical precision. He stayed neutral to protect his commercial appeal, but dating someone in the Trump family places him in a new orbit. Dynastic American power, political alignment, social circles far above professional athletics. Vanessa Trump is a socialite and former model. She was married to Donald Trump Jr. for over a decade before divorcing in 2018. Reports emerged from Palm Beach social circles, where both move among America's ultra-wealthy elite. Tiger spending time with Vanessa suggests he's no longer worried about universal appeal. He's comfortable being linked to specific power structures. This is the final transformation, from global sports icon to American oligarch. But all this money and power can't answer one question. The question every golf fan is asking on his 50th birthday. On December 30th, 2025, the clock started ticking. Tiger Woods became eligible for the PGA Tour Champions, the Senior Tour. For 20 years, Tiger mocked it. He called it a retirement home. He said he'd never play against guys he was beating decades ago just to collect a check. But the Senior Tour has one rule that changes everything. Golf carts are allowed. On the main tour, walking is mandatory. And walking is what destroys Tiger's body. By the back nine, he's dragging his fused ankle through agony. On the Senior Tour, he could ride to his ball and just hit the shot. No walking torture. If Tiger played in a cart, he wouldn't just win. He would destroy the field. His hands and swing haven't aged. But here's the thing. The winner's check is about $300,000. Tiger makes that in interest every week. He doesn't need the money. If he announced he was playing the US Senior Open, TV ratings would triple. He has all the leverage. But the cart represents both freedom and failure. It solves his physical problems, but abandons everything he's publicly stood for. As of January 2026, he hasn't committed. He's letting the world guess. Pride versus pragmatism. The decision remains unmade. But Tiger's 2025 already proved something important. His brand survived surgeries, silence, and zero competitive success. What that means for the future is a lesson beyond golf. Tiger Woods at 50 is a case study in transformation, from being the talent to being the house. For his entire career, Tiger was the product. The thing networks paid to broadcast, sponsors paid to associate with, fans paid to watch. Now he owns the products. Sunday Red Apparel, TMRW Sports, the TGL equity positions that appreciate whether he plays or not. Most athletes never make this leap. They trade physical performance for paychecks, then watch their earning power disappear when their bodies fail. Tiger recognized his playing career had an expiration date, so he built ownership stakes that would outlast his swing. Sunday Red, TMRW Sports, real estate, endorsements. His net worth now sits past $1.3 billion, one of only 3 athletes in history to cross that line, joining Michael Jordan and LeBron James. The difference between having a job and owning a business. Employees work for money, owners build wealth. Tiger made that transition at the highest level, and he did it while still trying to compete. His 50th birthday finds him wealthier than ever, despite playing worse than any point since he was a teenager. But this raises a deeper question. What does Tiger actually want at 50? To understand Tiger at 50, you have to understand what drives him. It's not money. If it were, he would have signed the safe Nike legacy deal. What drives Tiger is something harder to measure. The need to compete, to prove, to refuse limitations everyone else accepts. The car crash, the surgeries, the scandals, the public humiliations. Any one of these would have ended most careers. Tiger kept coming back, not because he needed money or fame, but because competing is how he defines himself. The tragedy at 50 is that his mind still wants what his body can't deliver. A ruthless competitor trapped inside a medical patient. In 2019, Tiger won the Masters at age 43, coming back from spinal fusion surgery. One of the greatest comebacks in sports history. Proof that his mental game stayed elite. Hyperbaric chambers, physiotherapy teams, custom equipment. All of it represents a man fighting biology with every resource. Competing now actively hurts him. The walking, the swinging, real pain. Most people would walk away. Tiger keeps showing up, testing whether his will can beat his body for one more round. The unstoppable mind meets the stopped body. So far, the mind keeps winning. But looking toward 2026, the question changes. It's not whether Tiger will play golf. It's what Tiger becomes when the playing is finally done. As we look toward 2026, the question changes completely. It's not whether Tiger will win another major. That dream is almost certainly over. The question is what Tiger buys, builds, and creates next. He's transitioned from the man in the arena to the man who owns the arena. And that ownership is just beginning. There's something poignant about a competitor whose greatest battles are now in boardrooms. The Sunday red fist pumps, the impossible shots, the moments that defined a generation. Those may be largely behind him. What lies ahead is a different legacy. The mogul phase, where Tiger's impact is measured in valuations and acquisitions. His infrastructure is already built. Management teams, equity positions, real estate holdings, brand partnerships, a platform for wealth creation regardless of competitive performance. Golf course design, athlete representation, sports media. He's positioned to shape the sport's future long after he stops playing. The TGL alone could become a permanent fixture in sports entertainment. With Tiger as chairman and equity holder in perpetuity, Tiger is refusing to become the former athlete making nostalgic appearances at corporate events. He's building something that will outlast his playing career by decades. But here's what makes it interesting. He hasn't announced retirement. He hasn't committed to the senior tour. He hasn't closed the door on major championships. Even at 50 with a fused ankle. Tiger's next chapter might include all of these things. Competing where he can, building where he can, refusing to choose between athlete and mogul. Tiger Woods at 50 is still being written. The prodigy, the gladiator, the fallen human, the resurrected champion. All those versions existed and passed. What remains is something new. The institution, the empire, the relentless drive that refuses obsolescence. Tiger Woods at 50 is a study in evolution. He entered our lives as a prodigy, dominated as a gladiator, fell as a human, and rose as an institution. His 2025 was a masterclass in asset management. He survived the loss of Nike, reinvented the sport with the TGL, maintained brand value through surgeries and silence. He is broken physically, but financially, he is bulletproof. Tiger's worst years as a golfer have been his best years as a businessman. Wealth accumulating faster while he played less. The narrative of fade misses the transformation beneath the surface. From athlete to mogul, from player to owner, from competitor to institution, most athletes retire at 40 and talk about the past. Tiger turned 50 and started building the future. The $1.3 billion, the Sunday Red Empire, the TGL, the Jupiter Island compound, all of it traces back to a child raised to be the greatest golfer ever, who refused to let that story end when his body stopped cooperating. Remember, Tiger made $55 million in 2025 without winning anything. Money now orbits him regardless of what he does on a golf course. The career that started with a prodigy on a talk show has become an empire, generating wealth while its founder sleeps. Tiger's 50th birthday isn't an ending. It's proof that greatness adapts rather than surrenders. From a prodigy who dominated golf to a 50-year-old billionaire who makes millions without swinging a club. This is the complete truth about Tiger Woods. He survived surgeries, scandals, and physical limitations that would have ended most careers. Instead, he built a $1.3 billion empire. Proof that the greatest athletes don't just perform, they evolve. Subscribe for more breakdowns of sports legends and their wealth. Drop a comment. Should Tiger destroy the senior tour or fight through pain on the main tour?